Right, can you hear me now? I think the mic should work now. I think this is the best angle we're gonna get. I don't have any books on hand at the moment. Right then, I guess we'll just get started. Right, so boxes. Nah, maybe I might be able to work something out. Yeah, this might not be working. Right, is that angle better? How's that? I don't know. I think for now they should be alright. Until I get a webcam. Right. Let's see. Right. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Right. Is that better? What, like, is it completely gone? Ah, sorted. I think what it was, my phone was like, for some reason, I'm using the mic as well. Alright, I guess it'll have to do. Alright, so let's get started. Do you have any questions, Fabio? Ask me anything to do with writing or the story. Fatigue, say get plenty of rest. Rest. I think my stream might have died. What happened was my computer for some reason disconnected from the internet. Might be using too much bandwidth, maybe. The internet is no good around here, to be honest with you. Right. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Alright, I'm back. Right, what was we talking about? We were talking about fatigue. I'm not sure exactly where it cut off, but basically what I was trying to say was get plenty of rest, like, obviously rest your eyes. Let's say you write a chapter or like a scene in a chapter, maybe write for an hour, take like 5-10 minutes short break, and then get back into it. Normally what I do is I set goals for myself, um, goals that are kind of more than what I really need to be doing. So I try and either reach that goal or I try and surpass it. I hope that's a good answer. Don't worry about that. I think that happens to all of us. Like we all get burnt out sometimes. Um, the best thing I can say about that is just take your time. Don't worry. There's been days where I've not been able to write even one single word. But like I'd say, if you plan it out, and even if your first draft is not really going to be good, you still write it because you can always come back to it afterwards and redo it, like like a second draft. Like a lot of my first drafts are actually horrible, and I wouldn't recommend them to anyone. So yeah, any more questions? Yeah, um, to be honest with you, I wasn't really expecting anyone to be in the stream. I was probably gonna be like on a lonely stream, to be honest with you. Yeah, what I was gonna talk about was like some of the future projects that I'm working on. Um, Let me open up the file here. Yeah, you're not gonna like this. Um, got Roblox screenshots on my computer for some reason. Right. No, I don't think that's the right one. Alright. Right, so basically, obviously the project that I'm working on now is sort of like the introduction of the series. Obviously there's still a lot more to do, but I'm thinking about 3 more projects that I'm thinking about doing. Obviously the first, obviously the next project is going to be sort of like kind of like a guy that's got like dark powers, but obviously um, it's kind of like inspired by, I don't know if you've heard of a game called The Darkness. It was out on PlayStation 3, I think it was, back when that console came out. I've always wanted to do a story like that, so I thought, why don't I like give it like a dark powers? I mean, like, kind of like demonic powers, kind of similar to, the black goo monster. Wow. I used to have a PS2, a PS3, then I went into PC gaming after that. So I've been PC gaming. So demonic, like kind of like you know how the black goo monster has like tentacles and stuff like that, and obviously instead of tentacles, imagine if it was like very serpentine faces that come out, if that makes sense. Kind of like let's say like actual demons come out from this guy, and he can like. But the thing is, I want this demon thing that he's that kind of goes into him to have its own like mind. So it's going to be a constant battle between him and this creature that's inside of him. They're going to be vying for control. They're going to be like, yeah. There's going to be some summoning. Like I think with the demonic powers, like this guy will be able to like summon a few entities from hell. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I kind of want this story to be set kind of in the modern, not the modern day, kind of like a little bit futurish, like maybe 50, 60 years from now, kind of like a Neo Tokyo, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like cyberpunk, but mixed in with all this, you know, darkness inspired thing. So yeah, that's like the first project that I'm working on. It's still early stages. I don't really have a lot done for that yet, but it will be coming soon. Obviously, the main character, I kind of had a dream about it. Like I kind of seen certain scenes that were gonna happen in the storyline, and I thought it was kind of cool, so I wrote it down, and I'm thinking of using that for this story. I think it'll be kind of cool. Um, the second story is going to be called The Code War. This is going to be a YouTube series, kind of like a YouTube audio series. I want to use AI for this, like obviously AI for the artwork and AI for the voices as well. But I want to do it in a certain way where I don't know if you've played Metal Gear Solid, where they have the codec conversations. I kind of want to do it in that style, where on the screen you'll be able to see kind of like a codec screen. Obviously there'll be the images of these characters, and it'll be about various conversations they have, plus we'll have like full artwork scenes where a narrator narrates over them, plus might be able to have like artwork of characters in there, plus the AI voices. Um, I, the the reason why I want to do this is because I want to sort of see the capabilities of what AI can do and how we can use that for creative purposes. Not sure if that makes sense to you, but I want to give it a shot and see what I can do with it. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see what we can make with that. That'll probably be coming out later this year, I'm thinking. Um, just gotta write it first, I guess. Hmm. Well, I hope it turns out okay, because it's gonna be. I'm gonna obviously write the story myself for it, um, and then sort of see what I can. Yeah, the thing is, I like to think big, and I like to set myself big targets that I want to reach. Because it's gonna be like a challenge. Like if I'm not constantly challenging myself to do better, then I feel like I'll be stuck in the same, on the same wavelength as I am now. Um, you have to challenge yourself to get better. So, um, with that, that's probably gonna be later this year. Oh, we've got someone else. Thanks. Um, so yeah, the final project I want to work on later this year is sort of like a Stranger Things kind of vibe, where I want to get like a few. Do you remember that kid that Ali Creed gives his sword to hold in the Crosser refugee camp before the whole Goblin campaign? Um, I've got some ideas for that kid. Um, Obviously, I want him to play a big part in what's gonna happen next. Um, because obviously the origin story is only going to be 2 books long. Because it's supposed to be like a. Come on, man, you gotta watch Stranger Things. It's all right. It's all right. Um, the storyline's pretty good. I watch it for the storyline. Plus, I really like some of the characters. I think they're kind of cool. Um, right. So obviously, this is just obviously Origins is just the beginning of the whole thing, where Ali Creed basically comes in. But the story is not just about Ali Creed. There's other characters that I want to bring in. Because obviously, what what happens after this is going to be a massive, massive storyline. But before I do that, I need to introduce more characters, more main characters. Because right now, Ali Creed is probably the only main character that's here. So obviously, with this Reborn as a Dark Entity, we'll bring in this Japanese fella. Um, Obviously, we'll have some samurai. He comes from like a samurai clan. Um, he's, I'd say he's more like kind of like a gangster type of guy. He's sort of like yakuza. Comes from a Japanese family. I really because it's sort of something that I'm interested in. So he's gonna basically be one of the main characters in what comes after. And then the Cold War. That's gonna the main character is not gonna be Ali Creed on this one. It's actually gonna be Glenn. Do you remember Glenn from the start? He was in the first chapter. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cause what it is, this dark entity actually originates from the world that Ali Creed is in right now. Um, if you think about it, if things can actually come into this world, into this simulation, why can't things come back out? Yeah, basically the good friend that is really vague about everything. Um, yeah, he wasn't originally meant to be like that. But you're gonna understand later on because I had this really cool idea that I want to implement, but I don't want to sort of give it away. Um, Obviously, in the Code War, which is so you know how the system has been created by the like an AI, like the system he uses, the wrist orb system, where obviously he levels up and all that, upgrades his character. Um, that obviously is created by an AI. Um, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Ali Creed fucks up big time. And for some reason, when I think in the final battle, maybe the new batch of people come through, into the simulation, but it kind of gets timed by Glenn at a really stupid time, where the last battle is going on. So obviously the final battle's going on, then obviously these people are coming through at the same time. Obviously the creature gets, the dark entity, obviously it finds a way to obviously reverse the portal and goes through back towards Earth. So I think that'll be kind of like an interesting thing to play on. Um, Obviously that's gonna be this Japanese character's storyline about how he gets the dark entity powers and obviously these demonic powers. Um, yeah, I think that would be kind of scary, that because it'll play on like it'll be kind of very similar to like Stranger Things, where you have the upside down and obviously the monsters come through into this world. Obviously this world in my storyline is kind of dying. It's becoming inhospitable. That's the whole reason why the rekindle system was made. So I'm thinking, hopefully, to have something go back towards Earth. Obviously in the form of this dark entity. Um, how does Ali deal with being immortal? But the thing is, he's not immortal. He's not immortal at this moment in time. Because the thing is, this might be simulation, but if you die in the simulation, you will die. Period. That's it. You're dead unless you are revived through magical means. So there's a great chance that Ali Creed could die. The second, um, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think for this Japanese character guy, this Tanaka fella, I think he with this dark entity, I think he might become immortal. Because obviously the dark entity is keeping him alive. Because so far what we've seen in the storyline is, yeah, I mean this entity does, this black goo monster. It does it can regenerate at a slow pace right now, but I mean, yeah, like invincible is you can't be killed, but I think Ali Creed can still be killed. If his health reaches zero, for one, he'll probably die. Um, but I don't know if you've noticed, but every time he fights this dark entity, this black goo monster, it always comes back, but stronger. So I'm thinking, that entity might be immortal. But we'll have to see where the storyline goes before we, move forward with that. Because right now I've not planned that far, so I'd have to give a good think about it. I'm more than open to suggestions, so if anyone wants to give me some feedback on that, I'll more than likely take that in. Just give me a moment. Right, let's see. Potentially, but the thing is, like, in this world, all illnesses have like a cure. I'm sure there'll be a potion to cure illnesses. Like for example, the arcane fever he's got, he could probably craft like a potion for that could probably cure it for him. Natural diseases, um, they do exist, but they're not as common as they are in our world. Um, Obviously in my storyline. Um, so okay, let's go to the final one. Um, right, basically everyone in the simulation is aging, but at what rate we don't know right now. I'll probably reveal that later on. Um, the NPCs will age. Obviously, you. I think it'll be very similar to Earth, but like I said, Ali Creed is not immortal. However, if he does gain like abilities that will extend his life, then yeah, that'll be something that'll be implemented. Maybe through magic. There might be like, for example, when he reaches a certain, level of magic, that he'll be able to either slow down or completely get rid of aging. But that's far away right now. I mean, I don't think he'll be doing that anytime soon, especially at the rate the story's going. For example, like vitality over magic. Um, that's interesting. Because let's say he builds his HP up to like tremendous amounts, which is possible. So let's say he gets to like level 100 or something and his HP is like 20, 30,000. Then I think, yeah, but still, if it reaches zero, he's still gonna die. Um, and I think that age is a really interesting concept right now. Um, I've not really planned what would happen if you age to like a certain number. Let's say he gets like 100 or 120. Is he gonna die again, or what's gonna happen? But most likely, I'd say he's probably gonna learn some sort of passive magical skill that's gonna keep him alive and young. Right. So the next one, like I said, um, obviously this crosser kid. What what do you mean or no? It is going to be hard to acquire. It's not going to be like trust me. He's going to wait a long time to get that. It's not going to be anytime soon. Like even Yves and all the top tier elven mages, even they age. Let's just say. So it's going to be very hard to attain. Right, so this last one here, like I said, it's gonna be sort of like Stranger Things, and it'll be that Crosser kid, Sparky's kid. He's gonna get put into this little party. This was a mistake. It's not supposed to be Orcish team. It's supposed to be a young goblin warrior, let's say. And plus there's gonna be I think this Crosser kid's gonna have like a girlfriend that like follows him around. She's gonna be sort of like a magic user. So, but this storyline is it's not really gonna be written at the moment. I'd say once Origins is complete, I'm gonna start work on this one here, on the Dark Entity one. Then I'm gonna probably get started on this one, with with the younger generation kind of teaming up and getting out there in the world. Um, once these two are pretty much done, I'm probably gonna start work on this one, which is the Code War, for YouTube. So I'm hoping things go well and I can get these out as soon as. But obviously these three stories need to be written before we can carry on with the main storyline of Rekindle. Um, Only reason being because there's certain characters I want to bring in for that main storyline. Plus, we need a bit of a background on Glenn and sort of what's happening and what did Ali Creed do before all this. Um, that's going to be explained in this, like Ali Creed's previous life, because we've not really had an explanation about that because he's obviously lost his memories. which some people did catch on to. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for the future. Like, that's what I've got planned so far. Obviously, I'm starting the Majors Academy storyline today, which should be good. I've got that planned out kind of at the bottom here. I'm not going to reveal it. That's going to be like spoilers all the way around. Right, if anyone's got any questions, um, I'm more than happy to answer them. Well, to be honest, I can't wait myself to see what I can do with this storyline. Um, Obviously, I, I I came into the lit RPG genre as a complete noob. Like, I didn't know much about it. Um, with Rekindle Project, I just sort of thought, you know, I like playing video games. I like writing stories, so why don't I just join them together? I did sort of write a story a few years ago. I think it was in 2018 it got released. Um, it's called The Dark Ranger. Yeah, I think that's pretty much kind of like how this dark entity storyline that I'm creating is gonna be. Like he has to kill people, like collect their souls, like kind of he levels up that way through consuming other people, or shall I say biological matter. So he obviously the leveling up system of that storyline is going to be sort of based on consume this person, consume that person, and sort of collect their biological matter. Yeah, I've kind of got a little bit planned out for it. I don't really want to reveal too much about it because that'll kind of destroy the mystery. But the leveling up system on that is going to be sort of mostly, like I said, biological matter, and then you unlock more abilities as you level up. So like I think there's going to be one ability where it can mind control, plus then another ability where it can shadow jump, shadow walk, and then maybe even teleport at some point. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on with that. All right, it's been half an hour. I think I'm gonna end this stream now. But thank you so much for joining me, Fabio. Um, Pretty much got through what I wanted to get through. Although there were only a few of us, so thank you for joining me on this stream. Hopefully, we can get more people next time. Um, Let me know what you want to see next. Like, should we sort of do reviews of other lit RPG stories? Should we do conversations? Let's talk about it. Better few than none, yeah. I get you. But yeah, obviously, like this was my first time streaming ever, I think. So I think it's been all right for me. I mean, yeah, don't worry. I'll review your story. I'll do a review. But really, what I want to do is I want to do kind of like a podcast kind of thing where I invite people, guests, onto my show. If it gets that far, sort of like kind of do interviews and like get more people into lit RPG. Sort of spread the word about lit RPG. Hey, come here. This is a new genre. It's expanding. Let's get more people into it. Also, like, don't worry, bro. It's all right. It's all right. We'll we'll find something interesting to talk about. To be honest with you, I'm boring as well. So, but we can still talk about interesting things, I guess. But yeah, like I'm saying, you know, I, I want to help with the authors as well. Like, anyone that wants to get into lit RPG writing, although my knowledge might be not as much, but creative writing, I'm pretty good at that. Or I like to think I am, but I don't know about other people's opinions. But you know, what I know, I'm more than happy to share with people. Like if you need any help or some advice, um, you're more than free to send me a message, and I'm more than happy to help. Well, yeah, thank you for joining the live stream. Um, I guess I'll see you next time. Take care. Oh yeah, also we've got a Discord group. Um, can you post a link for us? Because I don't want to give too much away. I don't want to live stream my Discord. Alright, Fabio's just gonna drop in a quick link for the Discord server, where we sort of like help each other out, writing wise. Because I want to create like a good community of writers where we help each other out, and we help each other to improve. Um, I want to build it into like a great community. Um, and Fabio's in that community as well. He sort of got the Discord server up and running. So many thanks for that, Fabio. You're a legend for that. Fabio's a big papa. Take care, my bro. See ya. Okay, now we can say see ya. Cool. Alright. Take care, everyone. Um, Obviously the Discord link should be appearing in the chat at some point. If not, I'll probably post it on my channel at some point. So you're more than free to join. That's it for now, people. Take care, yeah. Bye.